Okay, we're gonna try and go ahead and do a quick update on the SkittleBits project here. One thing I've noticed is Minecraft in the recent snapshots has been extremely laggy around Redstone. I'm not sure why that is, but I've just been getting random FPS spikes here and there. So I'm gonna do my best to try and give you an update whilst also keeping my computer from crashing. So, not sure what it is, but hopefully, oh, there we go, another spike. Hopefully Minecraft fixes it soon. So, since the last video, I've completely programmed the microcode bank over here, so that is completely programmed. Now, during the programming of this, I did suddenly realize that I forgot a code, and that was actually something that's rather needed. It's a set stack code, which basically sets the stack pointer. So that's still needing to be put in, but that requires creating another layer of these and pasting it on top of there. Oh my, big lag spike. Game almost crashed on me. Okay, so that's that. The other thing that I added was I added an interrupt service flag on the side here, and this is just for various components to just so that it knows when it's performing an interrupt service, like especially for the program counter. When it's performing an interrupt, we don't want it auto-incrementing the address, because the way this thing works is when you pull an address out, it auto-increments it so that when you go back, it goes to the correct address. We don't want that happening when it comes to an interrupt, so we disable that. And then, oh boy, another lag spike. Oh jeez, this is awful. Anyway, interrupts have been put in and they are now functional. So it can perform interrupts, which is great. And then lastly is the RAM. That's what I've been working on, and I've got my render distance down quite a bit because of the lag, but it goes on for quite a while. This is actually a kilobyte, I should say, of RAM. So that's 1024 bytes of information right here, which is a lot. And I was working on addressing. I was working on the address bus to try and get it all functioning. When I realized something rather crucial, I actually made a mistake when pasting all these modules over. So it's basically just the same module pasted over and over and over again. So basically the way this works is we've got this is SwiftX16's RAM design, by the way. Basically what I've got is I've got the write lines over here, and I've got the read lines over here, and so that and then of course all the control stuff is down here, so that makes it easy to read and write to each of the modules, makes it nice and compact. But when I was copying it over, I neglected to copy over the next sections read lines, that's what it was. So I was having trouble looking for that. I neglected to copy over the read line. So every other module has its read line, when they all should have their read line. So that's that's a bit of a problem. I'm gonna have to go into MCEdit and recreate all these modules, which isn't exactly easy. My computer doesn't exactly have the memory necessary to do that. I'm actually in the process of doing some upgrades. That's why I haven't been posting videos recently. I actually went through a hardware or a hard drive upgrade, and I've been spending a couple of days getting my new hard drive configured. So that's that. I still need to get some more RAM, but anyway, point is if I were to go into MCEdit and try and modify this, my computer can't quite handle it at this point, so I just need to be careful with this. But point is that the RAM is almost done. It just needs to be fixed because I forgot that little thing. And then of course, as soon as the RAM is done, all I have to do is hook up the data lines to here, hook up the control lines to, oh dear, it's read and write ports, and then we hook up the address line to the address bus, and that'll be it. So yeah, short little video. I can't really do much, I can't really do anything longer than this because of the lag. But before I head out, one last announcement. Might be interesting how the video turns out because I'm using a new video editing software. For the longest time I was using a pirated version of what was it called? Sony Vegas. And when I did the hard drive swap, it lost the config files, and I couldn't reinstall it because they caught on to me, and they made sure that I had paid for it, so I couldn't use it anymore. So I found a free program that's pretty much identical to Sony Vegas, just free. And I'm still learning the ins and outs of it, so hopefully my video editing skills will not be hindered here. So just a heads up, videos for a little bit, maybe a little bit interesting in terms of quality, but that's not the whole point of this video. The whole point of this video is to give you an update. So that's where I sit. This is almost done, and as soon as this is done, I'm going to be releasing this. I'm going to be writing some test programs and such for this, and then I'm going to be releasing it to the public. But after that, I've already got another project ready to go. So user's been interested in my computer. Goes by the name of eDragon16, I think it is. I don't know, but he's been watching my videos and getting enthusiastic about it. Thanks again for that. I appreciate the support. But he issued a challenge for me to create a computer that is as powerful as it can be and fits in a, I think he said 40 by 40 by 40 area. So I'm going to be taking on the challenge after I finish SkittleBits, and I've already got the plans written up. I've even got drawings and everything. And what I'm going to be going for is sort of an 8086 based system. So this is an 8085 based system. I'm going to be going for the 8086 predominantly because it's a lot more versatile, a lot more powerful, and it's actually the architecture that a lot of modern computers run off of. So that's the plan. That's what I've got going on. But I don't like to open projects without closing another project. So I'm going to be finishing up this, and then I'm going to be starting the next one. So that's the plan. And yeah, thanks for watching. So I'll see you guys in the next video.